Welcome to Assassin's Creed Revelations, the first video for it. With me are...
Anoia.
And W Dark.
My first Assassin's Creed LP. And the fifth game I've done that starts with A.
Got a trend going.
Apparently. So basically all you need to know about the start of Revelations is that you two are familiar with this series' general plot, right?
Yeah, you relive your ancestors' memories, etc.
Right, you got the Assassins and Templars things going. All you need to know about the start of Revelations is that the guy with the white hoodie, Desmond Miles, at the end of the previous game in the series, Assassin's Creed Brotherhood, he killed Lucy Stillman after getting possessed by Juno, one of the ones that came before. So, and after the shock of that, he is now in a coma, and he's stuck in the Animus.
But you remember all this, right? You remember the Animus, the machine we use to unravel genetic memories and relive the lives of our ancestors? First, you were Altair, a stoic 12th century assassin from the Holy Land. Then,
Does everybody wear a white hoodie? Okay, that guy doesn't.
It's very stealthy.
So,
Ezio in this game doesn't wear a white hood. And I don't think Edward in Assassin's Creed 4 does either, but I haven't played that game recently enough to know if he has a white hood or not. I mean, in most games you can change the color of your assassin's robes.
Yeah.
Oh, it's been fun, hasn't it, Desmond? But that's about to change. Your mind is fragmented, falling to pieces. And if you
A lot of these are scenes from Assassin's Creed 1 and 2, so if you played those games you might remember them.
Okay, I shut down the Animus monitoring system to free up a lot of memory, but even like this, it's still risky.
Desmond will be fine. The partition worked, the Animus is stable, and his signs are good.
For now. But this was built to recreate memories, not simulate entire cognitive processes.
The Animus will do its part, and Desmond will do the rest.
Loading brain in safe mode. Lovely.
Yeah, the neat thing is that this game is almost entirely in Desmond's head. We see very little that's not in Desmond's mind in this game.
What's happening? I can't move. I can't. No!
Yeah.
The vocals on the song being played right now, they were actually done by some 18-year-old, I think. Hans Zimmer was doing auditions or something, and he just liked the sound of her moaning here so much he wanted to put it in this game.
Damn, that's interesting. So Go ahead.
No, what you were saying?
Oh, all the memory diving finally got to him, plus the possession.
Yeah, pretty much.
That's a lot of fucked up stuff going on.
Exactly.
just walk right past me. 16? No, they didn't tell you my name.
For those who have not played the previous games, at the end of Assassin's Creed 1, you find a bunch of weird writing from Subject 16 in the room Desmond was staying in, and the game ends on that cliffhanger. In Assassin's Creed 2 and Brotherhood, you find all sorts of hidden conspiracy messages from Subject 16, and this is that guy. You finally see him in the flesh.
Look at me now.
Or not really in the flesh, since he's basically trapped in the Animus.
So he's like a virtual reality dude now?
Yeah, he's essentially trapped inside the Animus.
Walk with me.
The thing with him is that Abstergo put him in the Animus so much over and over again that his mind just became completely frazzled by diving into the memories of his ancestors. So his mind is basically just shattered into pieces.
Saved it from what?
Right now, you should be sitting in a hospital ward, drooling and chewing on your tongue. For now, the Animus is keeping you intact, keeping stopping all your ancestors from collapsing into one big mess. But if you can't find a sync nexus, all those personalities will smash together. That won't be pretty.
A sync nexus?
I'm getting there. Hold on. There. That thing is your way out.
You're screwing with me.
Here's the problem. Your brain is hash. Too many ghosts in your head, too many voices. So how do you fix that? You claw your way back into the stored data, you find unfinished memories, and you crack them open.
This is our excuse for revisiting stuff?
Yeah, basically, the point of this game is to find a moment in time when the lives of Altair, Ezio, and Desmond all intersected at one point in history. Once Desmond relives that memory, he can get out of the Animus.
It's worm food now. So I'm stuck.
That's the entire point of this
A word of warning.
game.
When you step through there, everything changes. Nothing feels normal. But you are still in control, and it's up to you to find your way out.
Right.
If you hurry, you might make it back in time for Lucy's funeral.
What?
Yeah, this is what I was just talking about.
Oh. I thought you knew.
Lucy. Oh, God. I'm so sorry. Wasn't me. Wasn't me. It was that voice. Juno. She took hold of me. She made me.
Excuses, excuses.
Yeah. The thing with this game is that before they made it, they actually went and they had actors for each of the characters, so everyone's face is based on a real person. But in between Brotherhood and this game, they rescanned everyone's face, so it would look more realistic instead of the sort of cartoony art style they had in Assassin's Creed 2 and Brotherhood.
Yeah, I was just
rubbed a
noticing.
lot.
It kind of got that uncanny valley thing to it.
Yeah.
It's like. Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
They basically wanted to make the faces more realistic instead of the sort of cartoony thing they had in Assassin's Creed 2 and Brotherhood.
Still, it's got those dead eyes. It's distracting.
Yeah, it just makes them look crazier.
Yeah. I guess it's fitting then.
Yeah, a lot of Ubisoft teams worked on this game.
It's their cash cow.
This isn't the one that has the multicultural disclaimer, is it?
They all do.
Okay.
I just didn't record it, but every game starts up with saying this game was made by a multicultural team of different backgrounds and faiths.
So don't get angry.
Yeah, exactly.
Is overrun by mercenaries and bandits, not native to this land. What this could mean, I dread to guess. When I first set out from Roma 10 months ago, I did so with a single purpose: to discover what our father did not. In a letter written the year before my birth, he makes mention of a library hidden beneath the stones of Masyav Castle. A sanctum full of invaluable wisdom.
In E3 2011, this part of the cinematic was the keynote thing of Ubisoft's conference, and they had a song by a band called Woodkid. Their song Iron was playing over this part, and it syncs amazingly well with the action here. And for the actual Woodkid Iron song on YouTube, it went from like maybe in the few tens of thousands to like 2.5 million views pretty much overnight.
Damn.
And the neat thing about the moves Ezio is doing here is that sometimes he'll pull those off in gameplay. Like, if an enemy has an axe and he swings it horizontally at you, if you counter that, Ezio will duck under the axe and then kill the guy who is attacking you. It's a really sweet detail.
To find clarity, to find the wisdom left behind by the great Altair, so that I may better understand the purpose of our...
And another thing neat about this game is that when Final Fantasy XIII-2 came out, one of the DLC costumes was Ezio's robes here.
Still does not make that appealing to me.
Yeah, it's kind of a weird look going from his white and red outfit in Brotherhood to the bluish robes in this game.
Yeah.
But fight to continue the search for truth.
I guess they wanted there to be contrast between Ezio and Altair.
Yeah, they would look really samey if they were back to back in white like that. And a note about the music here is that basically anytime music is playing in a cutscene, it's by a I think he's Welsh, a Welsh composer named Lorne Balfe, and gameplay music is almost entirely done by a Dutchman, Jesper Kyd, who has worked on this series by himself in the past. This is the first Assassin's Creed to have more than one composer.
Still, sounds pretty good.
Yeah, the music in this game is fantastic. And then for Assassin's Creed 3 and its DLC content, it was just Lorne Balfe.
Man, we are just not getting to control this very much.
Well, this is actually a lot better than most Creed games, especially Brotherhood, when it took you like maybe 40 minutes to get into the Animus and actually start playing the game for real in that one. Here you're down to 10 minutes.
Oh, only.
Yeah.
I should dig back up, trying to remember how long it took Tales of Graces to go from press start to the first fight.
But I really like this tutorial because you're following the Altair's ghost or whatever there is sort of teaching you the moves that are the fundamentals in this game. Just knees him right in the gut.
Yeah, I love all the attacks in these games. It's always so satisfying.
Yeah, there are some really brutal kills in this game. Especially with a certain DLC sword that you get from one of the DLC packages. The kill animations there are just brutal.
I know so many cosplayers who kill for daggers like that. And they all break.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't think... maybe someone has actually put together a hidden blade that presumably could work, but apparently it's very tough to actually do. Yeah, look at that guy, he just knocked me down the stairs.
They all seem to be waiting very patiently.
Yeah.
It's like a kung fu movie. They have to go one at a time.
And what I'm doing here, where I could just move between guys killing them, that's called a kill streak. When you kill one guy with a counter you can just mash square to go to the other guy and start killing everyone in the group.
And in the future, they're not going to be so polite, right?
Yeah, some enemies are completely immune to chain killing. They actually simplified that system quite a bit from Brotherhood, because you had to time the attacks perfectly to keep the kill chain going.
When you sync up perfectly, it's kinda awkward looking.
Actually, during this part, it was a little awkward for me while I was recording, because between this game and Assassin's Creed 3, they changed the control scheme a lot. So you don't use X as much, but here you have to use X a lot.
Oh, wow.
That could get annoying.
I edited out some really annoying deaths I had simply because I forgot you had to push X to do a lot of climbing maneuvers in this game. Oh, and holding X while you're pressing R1, that's sprinting. In Assassin's Creed 4, at the very least, just holding R1 is the fastest you can go on foot. So you'll see me frequently sort of jogging with just the R1 button, but not going faster because I keep forgetting that.
Dudes really need to learn to not stand with their backs to, the place where the assassin's gonna come from.
They just need to be more attentive. In this game, guards can hear your footsteps, but as long as you don't run, they won't hear you. how Ezio knew there was a pool underneath that floor, but he has a sixth sense kind of thing, so I guess that's how he knew.
Well, he also has a special ability to land in haystacks and not die.
Exactly. Just jam the hidden blade right in that guy's throat.
This isn't the castle from the first Assassin's Creed, is it?
Oh no, it is. It's the exact same.
I thought so.
Oh,
we're
yeah,
just
vu.
we're just in the basement right now. You didn't see any of this in Assassin's Creed 1.
I realize that, and I don't even play Assassin's Creed.
Yeah, we'll be going up to the main keep portion where a lot of Assassin's Creed 1 happened. Ezio starts off with a lot of his tools from Brotherhood, such as the gun he has. He has on his left gauntlet and the poison darts that you can shoot at people and they get poisoned. Once a guy's
there looking directly at you.
Yeah, you'll see some pretty hilarious instances of the AI being weird in this game. In this very video, it gets pretty absurd.
What the hell is that guy doing? Oh,
He's
mining.
just mining.
Okay.
Yeah.
Mining water?
Yeah, I don't know why he's hitting the water so hard.
He seems to be mining the already quarried stone there.
Yeah.
I thought that guy was a bad guy at first, so I threw a knife at him, but he's a
No.
good guy and you just have to talk to him. Here I was wondering what was going on, but it's just because that one guy is still sort of flailing about.
Be merciful, please. I am a working man with a family.
Doing what kind of work?
Digging mostly. It took me a year to find this chamber. And for the past 3 months, I've been trying to break through this door.
You've not made much progress.
I have not made a dent. This stone is harder than steel.
I doubt you will. This door is guarding objects more valuable than all the gold in the world.
Ah, do you mean gemstones?
There are keyholes here. What are the keys?
These Templars found one beneath the Ottoman Sultan's palace. As for the others, I suppose the little book will tell them.
What book?
A journal of some kind. That ugly captain, he carries it with him wherever he goes.
Go home. Find work with honest men.
Oh, I would love to leave this place. But these men, they will murder me if I try.
Pack your tools.
So yeah, the primary objective of the entire game is to get that door open.
Well.
And I guess the guy digging thinks there's a level below this one? Ugh.
Maybe. I don't know. I don't know what that guy was doing.
Probably just trying to look busy.
Yeah.
That's probably it. But now this is the main hall from Assassin's Creed 1. We may or may not be seeing more of this place in the future. You'll just have to pay attention. Just have to keep watching.
Get his hands on that book. When we reach Leandros, we will escort him out of the village. You stay behind and make sure we're not followed.
Oh, that guy is so screwed.
I mean, I could kill those guys very, very easily, but I want to be cool about this. But they're not making it easy on me.
Wow.
And here they are, just standing right my way.
Death hug. What actually did you do to that first guard? I wasn't sure what you did.
I just stabbed him right in the chest.
Okay.
If you're not in open conflict, but a group knows you're there, they're looking right at you. As long as you're not in open conflict, you can just stab a guy right in the chest and insta kill him.
Nice of them to wait for that.
Yeah. I mean, I didn't have any reason to kill those guys, but they were in my way.
Yeah, you're an assassin. That's reason enough.
And here I wanted to use the parachute, but I used it in Brotherhood, but I forgot how to do it, so I didn't do it there. So, you know, whatever. And very shortly we'll be getting another wonderful example of the average intelligence of a Byzantine Templar.
So now we've got friendlies hanging around.
Just right in the haystack. He saw me. He saw me. He doesn't care. Nothing suspicious going on there. And although I could gut any of these poor fools, if you kill 3 civilians in really quick sequence, you get desynchronized and have to restart from the last checkpoint.
Oh yeah.
There's really no point in killing the civilians. It accomplishes nothing. I mean, there is a funny way to kill them that I will show off later in the game, but we can't do it right now.
They just gotta break you of those Grand Theft Auto tactics.
Yeah, but the trophy list for this game, there's one trophy called Monsters Dance, where what you have to do is you poison a guard, then have that guard kill 3 civilians while he's swinging his weapon about.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, it's pretty mean.
Well, that's a pretty creative way around that rule.
Yep. Yeah, yep, since it's not you doing the killing, technically you don't get to synchronize.
Ignore me, Kirilo. He seems to have found us. On it! On it!
Clipping and cutscenes, always awkward.
Yep. And most every mission in this game has an optional objective that you have to complete for full synchronization, but there's not really any real point to doing that since you don't accomplish anything outside of a trophy. Which I've already gotten all 71 trophies for this game, I think, so it doesn't matter to me. But I'll be cool and show off all of them, including one that's very annoying right in this video.
That looks like it kind of hurts.
Yeah. He would be sore in the morning if this wasn't just a memory.
Oh, Jesus.
You know, if this game had the optional objectives from Brotherhood's missions, there would definitely be one, do this entire sequence without getting hit. That would be a very Brotherhood-esque optional objective.
Ugh.
Ow.
Ah.
I mean, this can't tickle, but we're talking about Ezio here. Nothing kills him.
Do they give Altair any more personality in this game? Or is he still just kind of...
Yeah, he's basically the co-star of this game.
Oh, good. I just remember him being really bland in 1, and then just a mysterious figure in 2.
Yeah, this game is all about fleshing out the later portions of Altair's life. And because the game isn't letting me, I can't climb up on that guy's carriage. We're just getting dragged along for the ride.
That doesn't seem like a very, I don't know, good form of gameplay.
I was gonna ask when it ended, but there we see it.
Yeah.
That guy just seems to be unnecessarily dickish.
Yeah, he doesn't like his subordinates very much. Now we get a little carriage combat.
I always hated these parts in the other games.
Yeah, there was one mission. There was one mission in Assassin's Creed 2 that was like this. You had to guide a carriage down a mountainous path, and there were a lot of vehicle missions in Brotherhood that were quite frustrating.
Wow, he pretty much just took himself out on those rocks.
Yeah, just wow, it blew him away.
Did it skip ahead just there?
Yeah, I failed this part a whole bunch because this upcoming part is surprisingly kind of tough to get through without dying.
You got a bigger carriage, so it must have.
We don't really have. Yeah, we don't really have to take this guy's health down because this sequence will end long before he approaches getting destroyed. But the key part is just not to always go on the offensive against this guy, because if you do, you'll run over that rubble on the left side of the road a lot. I mean, if I had tried to attack him there, I would have gotten shoved onto all that rubble.
Yeah, I see he's smart enough not to do that, unlike the other guy.
We still take it on we take it on the chin there.
Did you have to restart there?
No.
Okay, it looked like
that sequence just ends after that part.
They're still pretty close.
Yeah. Ow. That cannot be good for an old guy like Ezio. He's in his late 50s now, I believe.
Yeah, just shake it off.
Just shake it off. And that move I did just there is, if you're unarmed and just hold square, Ezio will grab a bunch of dust on the ground and fling it in front of him.
Not take your eyes off this road for a moment. Do you understand me? Nothing gets through. Leandros! There! Well, well. Look what crawled out of its hole to die. He's at death's door. Finish him off. Bring me his head, or throw yourselves into the canyon.
There is a really great song on this game's soundtrack called The Wounded Eagle, but for the life of me, I can't tell where it plays. You'd think it would play in this part of the game, but I've never heard that song in this game at all. It's so weird.
Are you actually impaired in any way?
Ezio can't run or do any of his acrobatics right now.
Okay.
But as far as combat, no, I'm not impaired at all. I can't take many hits, but that's not a problem. And just because I'm a jerk, just smacked him right in the back. When a guard is poisoned, he's pretty much dead, since he'll just eventually die anyway, but you can be mean. This game encourages you to be mean.
Well, really, it's better to put him out of his misery.
Yeah. I mean, he's dead in 10 seconds anyway.
It used to be so easy.
Poor guy. Getting too old for this.
Yep.
He's monologuing. That guard never heard a thing.
Well, he was thinking.
Oh.
This isn't exactly the Templars' A-team.
Nope. Eagle vision looks a lot better in this game than it did in Brotherhood or 2, I think.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, the optional objective in this mission is to kill 5 guards from a haystack. This is extremely boring if you try to grind it on that haystack or one's coming up shortly. But we will have an opportunity to do that. It's pretty silly, but it's about the fastest way you can do this part.
I'm guessing it involves them wandering over to the same haystack to die over and over.
The same 2 haystacks, but essentially,
God.
yes.
Do you run back and forth between 2 haystacks and they're like, where did he go?
Essentially, yes. Except I'm running around and I'm trying to get them to chase me, so they'll end up near haystacks, and it's all quite goofy. Here I was trying to pickpocket this guy, but I can't pickpocket, so I just kill him.
Yeah, your stealing arms kind of hurt.
Why would another Slav mercenary? No, I'm not.
So, you hit a guy in the front and he clutches his back. I guess you threw it really hard.
Yeah, throwing knives are kind of broken in this game since against generic mooks they're an insta-kill.
Or am I in charge of an army of drunks swinging sticks?
A little bit of
The
both,
latter.
I
Right
think.
this way, Ezio.
Yeah, that's a pretty accurate description.
Not for me, and not for you.
Kill that dog! Cut him down!
And now it's Thunderdome.
Yep.
No! There! Get him!
Now, since we have some medicine, we can finally get all of Ezio's abilities back. And now here's where the goofiness starts.
Where do I know that man from?
Ugh. So
What a
eager.
dope.
Well, he did say kill him or jump into the canyon, so that's just practicing.
And here I'm just wanting all these numbskulls to catch sight of me, ceaselessly pursue me, then wander over by the haystacks. They are not exactly cooperative unless I lead them around like infants.
He's here!
Those guys are called runners. They run faster than Ezio, but to avoid their attacks, just jump away from them when they're about to catch up. There is one assassination in 2 where you have to kill 2 targets before they get to a ship, and at the start of it there's a squad of 4 guys who are standing in your way. So what I did last time I played 2 is that I jumped in between the 4 guys and then killed the 2 targets right at once. So the mission was over in like 10 seconds.
Damn. And this right here is some Benny Hill shit.
It's pretty goofy.
You should edit yakety sax into the video
Ugh.
just right now.
Oh, please don't.
Yeah, no. Guards are actually pretty acrobatic in these games, but they're mooks, so they can't jump around like as good as I can. And now those pinheads are up on the rooftop and won't drop down because it'll kill them. I mean, when I was first playing this, before I got to this part, I was seriously considering not doing this optional objective, because the way I did it the first time I played this game was that at the start of this match, at the start of this mission, I would lure guys one at a time over to the first haystack of the mission. So that took me like 20 minutes to do, and it was boring as hell.
Yeah.
But here, although it is goofy, I get it done in like 8 minutes or so. Maybe probably less than that.
Mighty assassin right here.
Yep. I wanted to get this guy while he was still swinging at the haystack, but then he spots me, then he immediately loses sight of me, and I immediately jump into the haystack. What an idiot.
Are you sure these are actually Templars?
That's what the game calls them. He immediately loses sight of me, doesn't go over to the haystack, which is very annoying. So I had to take matters into my own hands. Just running into him, getting him to chase me again. Finally I kill him, but still one more guy to go. I mean, the funnest way to kill guards in this game is get them near water, then just grab them and toss them in over and over again.
Because none of them know how to swim, apparently.
No.
Well, when you're wearing heavy armor, it's pretty tricky.
That's true.
I think Black Flag was the first game where people could actually survive being in water for more than a millisecond.
Maybe the AI is because their helmets are restricting blood flow to the brain.
And yeah, when you disarm a guard, you can just immediately attack him to insta-kill him. And yeah, right there, that's an example of me being unused to this game's climbing at present, because I just jumped right past that window. Thankfully, no one is putting on a great performance here.
Whoa.
Yeah, they nailed me, actually.
And didn't lose your balance. So now there's a bullet to add to all those bruises.
Yeah. But that's the final team kill he'll be getting.
What does it take to kill you, eh? Why will you not die?
You guys are you're gonna save this guy a whole bunch of awkward reports.
And I just kill him instantly.
Don't you ever stop howling.
There was supposed to be a fight there, but I insta-killed him before he could defend himself. How shameful.
That's appropriate, I guess.
Yeah. I mean, considering the guys he was leading around.
The book you carry, where is it?
Niccolo Polo's journal. This will do you no good. Not now. We have
Later in the game, books become a huge motif of this game's plot, actually.
What is in that library is not for you, not for the Templars.
You can have Altair's books, Ezio. We only want guidance. We only want directions to the location of the Grand Temple.
Grand Temple.
Maybe you should have thought of that before you murdered him.
Requiescat in pace.
Well, Ezio will find out.
That's pretty abrupt.
Yeah.
Tell me now. Rest in peace. So how many keys are there?
There are 5. The Templars currently have 1, and we need to find the 4 others. And that search will bring Ezio to Constantinople.
fighting not to make a They Might Be Giants reference.
Yep. The guy talking now is William Miles, who is Desmond's dad.
You really want to be fooling with that thing?
I do. I absolutely do. I have been waiting a long time to get my hands on one of these.
Okay, you're making me nervous, Bill.
Don't be. I don't think I have the right genes to properly wield it.
Oh, but Desmond, you think he does?
I think recently someone made a freakishly accurate model of the apple. Just because.
Huh.
What the hell just happened? You were snooping. Wandering outside the
That
desert.
guy looks like he's gonna start wearing women's
So
skins.
once the Animus located you, it pulled you back here.
Yeah, I liked him better when he was just a series of messages.
A fail-safe program.
Yeah, his mind is completely fried
his
right
eyes.
now, so he's definitely not all the way there.
What are you doing here exactly?
Playing.
Well, and his body's gone too.
Yeah.
Waiting.
And his real name is Clay Kazmarek,
A
for
lot.
information's sake.
I keep the Animus distracted as best I can. For you, so you can explore. Otherwise it might hunt you down like a little virus and, delete you.
Well, my guardian angel.
There's no such thing.
Yeah, Thanks.
That is not the last we'll be seeing of him.